One day, Buddhuram came and asked Chalak Chetan, "Hey bro, have you heard the news? The crypto market has crashed. This is the golden opportunity to invest in Bitcoin. If you miss this chance, you will for sure regret it later." After listening to Buddhuram, Chalak Chetan said, "Crypto market? Bitcoin? What are you talking about? What are these things?" Buddhuram was surprised to hear that and said, "Oh God, you still don't know what these are? Well, let me tell you briefly." Then Buddhuram started explaining to Chalak Chetan. Buddhuram said, "Well, now we buy and sell items with money. You must know that the money is controlled by the government. The government also controls the increase or decrease in the price of goods by printing as much money as it needs and releasing it in the market or withdrawing money from the market. So suppose you have 100 rupees today and now the price of 1 kg of rice is 10 rupees, which means you can buy 10 kg of rice if you want with that 100 rupees. But tomorrow the government may think that the prices of goods have been decreased too much and now it is necessary to increase the prices of goods. That is why the government prints a lot of money and releases them in the market. As a result, people will have lots of money in their hands. So then the price of 1 kg of rice may increase from 10 rupees to 50 rupees. So now you can buy only 2 kg of rice instead of 10 kg with your 100 rupees. So the government can make you poor overnight if it wants to. So that the government or anyone else cannot control the money, in 2009, a person or maybe a group of developers took the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto and invented Bitcoin, which adheres to a method called the blockchain. The specialty of this Bitcoin is that it is a digital asset. That is, it has no physical existence. It is just like a document on your computer, but it is not possible to copy it. Every Bitcoin is unique. It is never possible to match one Bitcoin with another. As a result, it is not possible to increase the number of Bitcoins by printing or copying as much as you want, like money. Another great feature of Bitcoin is that there is no one to control it, unlike the government that controls money. It is not possible to control it like money. Now you may want to know what is that blockchain method, but it's going to be a lot more complicated and technical, so I am not going into that now. If you want to know, you can find out later by searching about blockchain on the internet. So due to this unique features of Bitcoin, within a few days, Bitcoin has become so much popular and a lot of people have started using it as a currency to buy and sell things. And that's why Bitcoin is now called cryptocurrency. In this way, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Stellar have started to take their place in the market. And with all these cryptocurrencies, the crypto market has been created. The crypto market is made up of different cryptocurrencies, just like the stock market is made up of shares of different companies. And just as you can buy shares of different companies in exchange for money through different stock exchanges in the stock market, so now you can buy different cryptocurrencies in exchange for your money through different crypto exchanges in the crypto market. Now I hope you have understood the concept of the crypto market and Bitcoin. Understanding everything, Chalak Chetan said, "Well, now I got that. But brother, this is a very risky investment. Middle class people like me should never invest in it." After hearing this, Buddhuram got angry. Buddhuram replied to Chalak Chetan in utter contempt, "Elon Musk, one of the smartest people and the richest man in the world, is investing in it. Then who are you to say that one should not invest in it? May I know why do you think so?" Chalak Chetan said, "Look, brother, Elon Musk may have a lot of money, and even if he loses some of it, it may not be a bother for Elon Musk. But I have not yet become the richest person in the world, so it will affect me. If I give you a simple example of why I think we should not invest in it, then that goes something like this. Suppose I go shopping at a shop next to our house frequently. Many times I have seen the retailer give me pulse candy instead of 1 or 2 rupees change. So it happened one day, I didn't have change in my pocket. So instead of 1 rupee, I took out a pulse candy out of my pocket and gave it to the shopkeeper. And the shopkeeper also accepted that. Then people in that area gradually came to know that things can be purchased with pulse candy instead of money in that shop. Soon buying and selling using pulse candies instead of money started happening in the nearby shops also. This time the news reached the government. But the government did not pay much attention to it. As few people are doing it for their benefit, the government decided not to interfere. But soon, people all over the country started buying and selling products with pulse candies. As a result, the demand for pulse candies gradually increased across the country. Then the pulse company started selling each pulse candy for 2 rupees instead of 1 rupee. And I foresaw that after a few days, the price of each pulse candy would increase from 2 rupees to 3 rupees. So I invested 2 crore rupees and bought 1 crore pulse candies. Because I knew in a few days that 2 crore rupees are going to become 3 crore rupees. Many people just like me also bought pulse candies with such huge sums of money and stored them in their houses. And when this news reached the government became proactive. Because this time the government is going to lose its hold over the market price control. And if it continues like this, very soon the economy of the whole country will crash completely as a result of inflation or deflation. Because when the inflation rate is very high, the government withdraws money from the market or increases the interest rate, and when the inflation rate is too low, the government starts controlling the money market by releasing money or lowering the interest rate to assure that the economy never gets crashed. As a result, realizing the danger of losing control over the money market, the government announced that buying and selling items with pulse candies would be considered completely illegal and punishable offense from tonight onwards. Within 1 second, my 2 crore rupees investment will come down to zero completely. Because after the announcement, if I ask the pulse candy company to accept the return of those 1 crore pulse candies and give me my money back, then even they will not give me my money back. In the case of pulse candy, at least here one can go and urge the owner of the pulse candy company to get one's money back. Or one can enjoy eating those pulse candies or distribute them among the children. But in the case of Bitcoin, there is no one to complain about or demand. Nor can one eat bitcoins or use them in any other way. So I don't think there is anything riskier than an investment that can sink completely overnight. After listening to this, Buddhuram said, but then that too can happen in case of gold also, because since the beginning of civilization, we still buy a lot of things in exchange for gold. Chalak Chetan said, yes, it can also happen. But even if it happens, we can still use that gold to make jewelry or if necessary to make gold plates. I mean, gold has an intrinsic value, but this Bitcoin or cryptocurrency has no intrinsic value. All it has is perception value. That's why I will never invest my hard-earned money in such a thing where the risk is too high. After hearing it all, Buddhuram said, then I have to say that you are smarter than Elon Musk. I just informed you about the chance, now it's up to you, brother. Please don't come to me in the future to regret what chance you are missing today. Let me go now and I need to check the price of Bitcoin. If it has fallen a little more, then I will invest a few thousand rupees more into it now. Saying this, Buddhuram left and Chalak Chetan smiled and said, that is why it is said, greed leads to sin and sin leads to death. Now it's time for the most motivating comment. Shaviha, we are really happy to help you. Please let me know in the comments if you like this video, and if you like it, then share the video with your loved ones and help them. Thanks for watching. More wisdom, more solution, better life.